everyone, this video is going to introduce you to the concept of widgets and show you how to modify the widgets that are included in your site. So I'm currently using the default 2017 theme for the purpose of this video. So to get to widgets, all you need to do is go to Appearance from the dashboard, Admin Dashboard, and click on Widgets. So widgets are typically going to be the things on your sidebar. So by default you might have a search box, recent posts, comments, categories, things like that. And then the bottom is the footer, and then depending on how your theme is set up, you might have different sections. So if you go into your widgets page and it doesn't look exactly like what you're seeing on the screen, it could be because your theme has created different sections. So on the standard 2017 theme, we've got a section called the blog sidebar, and then we have footer 1 and footer 2. And what footer 1 and footer 2 is down here at the bottom, and it's kind of like this area is footer 1 and then right next to it is footer 2. So you could kind of put different information in there. So let's take a look at how the widgets work. First of all, you have a list of all the widgets that are currently in your particular theme. You have a list of all of the widgets that are currently activated on your page. So if you wanted to make some changes to the basic widgets, you could always just drag and drop these. So let's say you want the search menu to be down towards the bottom, and then as soon as you do that, you don't even have to click save or anything. If you refreshed your page, you will see that your search has dropped down to where you wanted it to go. So this gives you a lot of control over what you want to see on your page. Now, another way that you can customize the widgets that are currently displayed, you can click the little arrow button and you can change things. So by default this is set to be recent posts. Maybe I don't want them to be called posts. I want them to be called like recent reviews. So I can type recent reviews, and I can also say how many I want to see in this navigation. So I would probably say you might want 5 is definitely a good amount. Do you want to display the date of the post? So you may or may not want to do that depending on how frequently you're updating updating your content. Do I want my recent comments here on the sidebar? Not really, so I'm going to pull those out, and I can just drag it over to the available widgets and it will disappear. So now I should have recent reviews, categories, and search and meta. So let me go ahead and refresh, and here we go. Recent reviews instead of recent posts. Here are my categories, here's my search, and then here's the meta. Now I haven't done anything with my footer yet, so let's go ahead and let's say I wanted to put those recent comments in my footer 2 section. I'm just going to keep it at standard. And let's say I want to put archives in my footer 1 section, and I'm going to keep that as standard as well. So if I go back to my page and refresh it, scroll down, here is footer 1 with my archives, here is footer 2 with my recent comments. Now there's lots of different widgets to choose from. There's definitely a lot of things here that you might want to use. If you have like an image heavy site that you're a photographer displaying some things, you might want to include like a gallery. You might want to include a list of your pages. You can also include text. So if I wanted to put some text in here, I could say, or something like, thanks for visiting. You could put media in there. And I'm going to save that, and let me look back over here, and there is my bit of information. So a lot of people like to kind of put some information on the top of the sidebar, and that might be like, hey, this is your first time visiting or something like that. Why don't you start here at the beginning or something along those lines. Okay, so lots of different things you can do with your widgets. You can also take a look at your widgets with live preview, which is pretty cool. And this pulls you back into the customization, the customizer tool. And the customizer tool allows you to make those changes directly by looking at the page. And so let's say I want to come down here to my recent comments. I can click the edit button, and here I have some of the options here. What people have to say. Okay, and then that will automatically update. If I want to add a widget, I can click the add button and put a calendar. I don't really have any content in here, so that isn't necessarily going to change anything. Oh, I didn't mean to put that one in there. So let's say I want a list of my pages. I can do something like that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that the customizer is really cool because you can navigate through your site and you can make those changes anywhere on the page. So it's kind of fun to play with and be able to make those changes and have things look the way you want it to look. Okay, so I'm going to click publish because I've made some changes in here, and then I'm going to hit the X button to exit out. Okay, you'll notice that your widgets might change depending on the theme that you have installed. So widgets aren't something that you can just easily add like you can with a theme or a plugin, but a lot of times widgets will be associated with plugins that you install. So you might see different options come up. You can also, for those of you who are interested in some more advanced WordPress, you can also create your own widgets using PHP code by editing the functions.php page within your chosen theme. So I might give you some information about that and down the line, and we can take a look at creating some of our own widgets. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.